extent to the irrational extent. To the irrational extent. Yes. So you become very, say, blind and irrational, and you are more buoyed by this idea of glamour and sophistication, the end product, and then you go by the name, you eulogize it, and you are overawed by this product itself. So this is called fetishism. So what this capitalism does, it puts you in the habit of glorifying the product. You glorify the product by making it look very different from the rest. By making it look different from the rest, which means that you have a liking for a particular brand. You have a liking for a particular brand. So here everything, what I am trying to suggest, remember, the essence of the whole argument is this, that this world, at the top of this world is the labor class. At the top of this world is the labor class, which is completely marginalized, which is completely alienated from the mainstream of economics, or from the mainstream of the dynamics of economics. They are kept on margins deliberately with a complicit political system. When I say a complicit political system, means that this capitalist powers and the government of the day join hands together to build an economic structure which only undermines the value of a labor's labor. So who is the guilty party here? The guilty party is capitalism, and remember, it was the dream of Marx that someday the labor class will be at the top of the world. It was a dream seen by Marx. It was a dream seen by Marx that someday the laborers will be acknowledged as the ultimate masters of this world. They will be given their due, they will be given their glory, they will be brought to the mainstream of the society, they will not be treated very shabbily, they will have their say in the distribution of socio-political justice. So these are very utopian ideas Marx came up with, that was never going to be practical kind of a thing. Because remember, there is a touch of utopia in Marxist philosophy. What is that? Touch of utopia. Because Marxist philosophy or Marxist doctrine is based on two elements basically. One is labor and capital. And yes, one is labor and capital, and the second one is Marx wanted to create a classless society. Hello? Marx wanted to create a classless society. Classless society. That means there will be no division in the classes. Nobody will be rich, nobody will be poor, it will be a society of equals. It will be a society of equals. Got it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So he was more kind of a dreamy, a romantic philosophy of sorts, where you can only close your eyes and find the laborers as much flourishing as your wealthy friend. No, there is always a gap between the have and have not. And this have not is created by have. The have not is created by the haves. That means if I have the financial power, I will always have a high sense of class. There will be a touch of class with me. There will be the arrogance of class with me. There will be the tension, a social tension that I will bring into everything. So this, remember, there are two terms. One is bourgeois and the other is proletariat. Bourgeois and proletariat. Got it? What is called bourgeoisie? Bourgeoisie. Bourgeois which is the obviously the class that we belong to, the class that the politicians belong to, and we have the proletariats who are the factory workers, those who works in malls and factories and industries, and they are the labor force. They constitute a major bulk of the labor force. So that's what the working class, what Marx called. Remember, Marx calls them working class. What Marx called them? Working class. There is remember, so it is Marxist doctrine is an utopian doctrine. What it is? Marxist philosophy is an utopian philosophy. It was never going to be conceived in practical terms that labor and capital will flourish together. One class will have to suffer. One class will suffer, only then the other class will flourish. This is the basic philosophy. Remember this. This is the basic philosophy that one class flourishes at the expense of the other. Here the labor class suffers because capital flourishes at the expense of the labor. You cannot have a situation where labor is also flourishing or capital is also flourishing. You cannot have a situation which is of course at a very ideal situation, which is a very ideal condition of being, where you acknowledge labor as a very dignified segment of society, and you give their dues and rights. So no capitalist force, remember this, no capitalist power can ever grant their legitimate wages and rights. Can grant legitimate wages and rights to the labor, because the moment they do it, the factory will collapse. It cannot flourish, because unless you make somebody suffer, you cannot flourish, you cannot grow. Your riches will not be yours. Your riches will not be yours if my poverty does not sing. Remember this, Ankita. Your riches cannot sing. Your riches cannot dance. That means your wealth cannot be had unless you have driven me to the margins. That means if I cry, you laugh. My cries are your smiles. My cries are your smiles. Remember this. The cry of a labor is the smile of a capitalist. You got it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Got it? What I said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my troubles, the troubles of laborers are the delights of the capitalist. Labor's trouble, a capitalist delight. Write it. A labor's trouble is a capitalist delight. Huh? What is that? Are you talking to yourself? Yes. A labor's what is that sentence? यार रटा हुआ थोड़ी है मेरा. क्या था? A labor's trouble is capitalist delight. A labor's trouble is capitalist delight. That means I can smile at your expense only. There are two classes only. Remember, in this whole world, the class structure is like this. The have and the have not. Class structure goes like this. Have and have not. Generally, have and have not. Which is to say that the haves are the riches of the society and the have nots are those who are at the margins of the society. Those who are at the margins of the society. So the whole Marxist idea, remember, is an utopian idea. And as a matter of conclusion, we can always say that Marx was chasing a world of imagination where there was a touch of romance, fantasy. Marx was chasing a world of imagination where there was a touch of romance, a bit of fantasy was also involved. A bit of fantasy was also involved. And his conception of a classless society, his conception of a classless society, and his conception of a classless society, his conception of a classless society was perfectly utopian, dreamy, utopian, dreamy, fantastical, and a phantasmagoria of a rich imagination. Phantasmagoria of a rich imagination. Phantasmagoria. You know what is phantasmagoria? Phantasmagoria is fantasy, something you fantasize. Okay? A phantasmagoria of a rich and productive imagination. Rich and productive imagination. Remember, there is one word which I did not refer to, which is communism. You know what is Marx is always associated with this word communist philosophy of communism, not communalism, philosophy of communism. What is this philosophy of communism? Philosophy of communism, where communism is about creating a political order, an equal political order. Communism is about creating an equal political order where everybody will have a say. Where everybody will have a say. That means it will be a government by the common people. That means communist structure. Remember, communist structure promises a direct participation of the common man. Communist structure promises a direct participation of the common man, which again is a philosophy. With a high dose of, high dose of idealism. Which again is a philosophy with a high dose of idealism. That means something which can never be conceived in practical terms. So it is an impossible situation to be in. It is an impossible situation to be in. So Marx is more like more like Marx was in love with the clouds, having lost touch with ground. Marx was like a droplet of rain on a dry land. Marx was like a droplet of rain on a dry land. Got it? Marx was like a hello? Baba kuch to bol. Marx was like a droplet of rain on a dry land. Okay, but one thing is very sure, that Marx is both a religion and a political philosophy. Marxism is both a religion and a political philosophy. How it is a religion? Marxism is both a religion and a political philosophy. Now, how it is a religion? Tell me. In what terms will you construe this Marxism as a religion? It is a religion because it upholds the right to equality. It upholds, professes, recognizes, acknowledges. It upholds how it becomes a religion. Remember, it is a religion which is for all, for everybody. So the class structure comes into play here again. Remember, in every society there is a social tension, and the social tension is because of the class consciousness. Because of the class consciousness. We are all class conscious people. Who is not class conscious here? Tell me. Anybody who is not class conscious? You wear Zara and you walk in a very different way. Oh, come on, I'm putting on Zara and all that. And then you are very brand conscious. You are very, you are very glamorized. So this glamour, remember, is the temptation created by the capitalist forces. Glamour is a temptation created by the capitalist forces. So this Marxist, remember, so what Marx is? Marx sounds very sweet without being practical. Marx sounds very sweet without being practical. Without being practical. Okay? Got it? Got it? Ankita is busy writing.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is what is Marxism is. Here we come to the end of this Marxism, right? Both as a political philosophy and as a social contract theory. Both as a political philosophy, and this much is enough for you. I don't think you need to go beyond it. This will suffice for your understanding of Marxism. This will also break into meaning what this Marxism entails in political terms. What this Marxism entails in political terms. Whether it is only a political philosophy or does it have to do anything with the actual construction of the class hierarchy. With the actual construction of the class hierarchy. Yes, there is the class consciousness. Yes, there is the class struggle. To this extent, Marx is absolutely correct. There is and this will never go classless. Remember, that is a dream. That is utopia. That is on the margins of imagination only. That you can close your eyes and the world will vamoose and the world will disappear. It is never going to be like that. Unless you are a magician, or unless you are a prophet, or unless you have the ability to perform miracles. Can you do some miracles? I am a man and you turn me into a woman. Can you turn me into a woman? Huh? You have magical prowess, you have magical powers, and you can transform the society into something like that. This is only possible. Why I said it is highly unrealistic. Unrealistic because this has a cold touch of philosophy. This has a cold touch of philosophy. So, Marxist philosophy, therefore, is the philosophy of Marxist philosophy is a philosophy of fantasy and phantasm. Is a philosophy of fantasy and phantasm. Is a philosophy of fantasy and phantasm. Phantasm. You know what is phantasm? What is phantasm? Hello? What is phantasm? Is ghost. Phantasm is ghost. So Marxist philosophy is oh, again this voice is cracking. Wait, it will go. Is breaking. Okay, so let's wait. Let's see whether it really becomes right. It gets back its original. What do you call? It becomes clear to you. Does it become? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, so what I said, Marxist philosophy is a philosophy of fantasy and phantasm. Ankita, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please recite this spelling?
यार तुम लोग हमको क्या yes, it is a spelling of what? Phantasm. 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 Phantasm means what? Ghost. So what Marx chases? Marx is chasing fantasy and ghost only. Marx is chasing fantasy and ghost only. So what he talks about, what he says is a political principle, in fact, is a highly unrealistic, not irrational, very rational, very touching, very convincing, very humanitarian. But at the end of the day, finally, you find it thoroughly impossible. Thoroughly impossible. There is a space for everybody in the philosophy that, well, if I am a human being, I must be a dignified human being. I must have a legitimate space in the society. Yes, you must have a legitimate space in the society. But this is a society where you have the survival of the fittest, socially and politically. Where you have the survival of the fittest, socially and politically. Got it? Take it, Ankita, nobody will give you all these things. Okay? Hello? Yes? Are you there? So this was the final point. Okay, I've given you the strengths of Marxist philosophy. I've given you the limitations of the Marxist philosophy. We will need one more class on it. One more class. And remember, when we are going to have the assignment class. Yes. My assignment class next will be an interactive class where I will finish this part. You don't have to wait for the next Thursday or next Wednesday. So whenever I have this assignment class, I will.
You have assignment class on Friday.
Okay, then let it be on Friday. Yes, Friday. I will go more into it. No, this is finally over in terms of principles and philosophies and doctrines and dogmas and what every conceivable Marxist idea is there. But remember, to see it more or to go into some clarifications all over again. If you think there is something that we can still we have to go back to, if you think there are some clarifications to be given in terms of explanations of that Marxist philosophy or whatever it might be, we will come back to it in our assignment class and we will try to polish it off there only. Okay? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
so nobody is visible except Ankita. Where is your visibility gone? You have gone, all disappeared or what? Nobody is on the screen.
My video is on, sir.
No, I want you on the screen. On screen, come on screen. You are not visible. Yeah, Ankita is there. I can see her. Who else? Who else? Ankita took a snapshot. Okay. Yeah. Who else is there? Nobody? Okay, so I am closing this class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am closing this class because it's very good. Who is this? Pooja, Ankita, Manisha is not visible. She's not on the screen. Aliza is not there.
Yes, sir. She is visible. I can see her.
I cannot see her. You can see her, but I cannot see her. Anyway, so that's not the issue. Yeah, please, Sadanand, bhai mere, kahan ho yaar? हाँ
थोड़ा स्लो बोल दीजिए, नहीं लिखा पाती है।
तो सब लिखना जरूरी नहीं है ना. यू वांट टू राइट एवरीथिंग. हाँ
ठीक है सर, लेकिन जो मेन पॉइंट
हाँ यस.
पॉइंट है सर, उसको तो अच्छे से बोल दीजिए।
ओके ओके. सो यू वांट मी टू बी स्लो. आई वॉज वेरी स्लो टुडे.
सारे लोग यस सर, अक्सर सब लोग डरते हैं बोलने से।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, डरिए नहीं. एकदम साफ बोलिए. बोल स्पीक क्लियरली. यस, इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द पॉइंट्स, या एकदम साफ बोलो.
मतलब एक भी सेंटेंस सही से नहीं हो पाता है सर, इसमें बहुत दिक्कत है।
तो सेंटेंस नहीं हो पाता है तो फिर कंसल्ट योर फ्रेंड्स. उन लोग नहीं देती है तुमको. हेलो.
तो सर मैटर नहीं ना सर, थोड़ा सा स्लो कर देते सर तो हो
तो
जाता।
तुमको तो हमने कहा था कि आज हम स्लो बोल रहे हैं. आज तो आई स्पोक वेरी स्लोली टुडे. स्लो नहीं था. हेलो.
मेन पॉइंट में आते हैं, जब मेन पॉइंट लिखा रहे होते हैं तो उस टाइम भी आप थोड़ा स्पीड कर देते हैं।
ओह,
मुझे स्पीड नहीं
तो वहाँ तुमको रुकना चाहिए ना. देयर यू शुड अप्लाई ब्रेक. सर प्लीज होल्ड ऑन होल्ड ऑन होल्ड ऑन. क्यों नहीं बोलते हो? ओके, टेक केयर. फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट टाइम यू विल मेक मी गो स्लो. ओके. आई अप्रिशिएट दैट. मेरा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आई डोंट हैव एनी इश्यूज विद दैट. यू कैन ऑलवेज से टू स्लो डाउन, बिकॉज इफ यू आर नॉट गेटिंग इट देन इट इज जीरो. कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. अगर तुमको नहीं समझ में आया तो फिर क्या प्रॉब्लम, जीरो हो जाएगा. राइट. हेलो सदानंद, गॉट इट. कहीं भी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम एनीवेयर, you can always get back to me. You can get back to my WhatsApp also if you have this number. You can post your questions. Okay.
I have done.
You
Please give me a number, sir.
लिखो 9999 3 4 7 6 88 55. हो गया.
Last, sir.
8855
Sorry, sir.
8855 993476 8855 is my WhatsApp number. You can post your questions, you can post your queries, you can ask whatever you want me to explain or clarify. This is the number. Please write your name. Don't forget to write your name at the end of your question, your whatever you want me to do. Please post your questions. Okay. सदानंद भाई,
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ गया ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, जो कोई भी सवाल हो, any question, any clarification, if you want me to do anything all over again, please write your question, write your name and send it to my WhatsApp number. Okay?
Yes, sir.
चलो ठीक है.
We can read from
हाँ,
any book.
book, you don't need any book. You don't need any book. What I have discussed, what I have given you is more than a book. Okay? So don't waste your time in going to the book and this and that. What I discussed, if you got them correctly, it is more than a book. Provided you have received them the way it is given to you. Bujla? Got it? So I am closing the class now, but Friday we are meeting, okay, to review this what we have discussed today. Only to review this. There we'll have C points and counterpoints, arguments and counter arguments, and all that. We will go into the details, and we will try to rebuild this, to review this essay in terms which are very important. Trying to going back to whatever we have already seen, we have already discussed, just a kind of a reminder or a kind of a review that will be in the assignment class. Okay. So now, can I close now?
Okay, sir.
I am closing. Thank you very much for being with me. and being very open, understanding, and practical. You have all this practical wisdom of appreciating things which are given to you. But sometimes, you know, this connectivity also is an issue. Network is also an issue. Sometimes the voice gets cracked. Sometimes you lose this connectivity completely. So there are some technical issues always involved. So that's not a very big deal. We can always go back to what is not clear. We can always have an explanation for that. We can redo that. So thank you very much for being with me, and I will catch you again on Friday, which is the assignment class. Take a very good care of yourself. Till then, a very good bye from me. Bye. बाय तो बोल दो यार, कोई बाय भी नहीं बोलता है.
Yes, sir.
ओ-
Yes, sir. Thank you.
ओके बाय बाय.